What if a fitness transformation photo told a hidden story? We see them all the time on social media. One image, a person looking unhappy or out of shape. The next, the same person, now smiling, toned, and strong. These photos promise that hard work leads to a better life. They sell the dream of self-improvement. But what if the story isn't true? What if the before was actually the after? This happened in Korea, where appearances and effort are highly valued. A fitness influencer, Minjun, shared a transformation story that went viral, inspiring thousands. Her post was filled with hope and perseverance, and people celebrated her success. But hidden in her photos was a secret soon to be uncovered. The story was simple on the surface, but complex underneath. Minjun's post became a case study in digital literacy. It taught us to look beyond the surface and question the narratives we're shown. In South Korea, transformation is more than a trend. It's a cultural expectation. The concept of jagigwanri, or self-management, means appearance reflects discipline and responsibility. From cosmetics to fitness centers, looking good is seen as essential for success. Transformation stories are powerful because they symbolize upgrading one's entire life. Fitness influencers embody this ideal, showing that anyone can reinvent themselves with enough effort. For many, especially the young, the pressure to improve is intense. Media is filled with flawless celebrities, fueling constant comparison. A successful transformation is a badge of honor and a way to gain social acceptance. When Minjun shared her dramatic before and after, it tapped into this mindset. Her story wasn't just about fitness, it was about achieving the Korean dream of self-betterment. Transformation photos are powerful because they tell a complete story in two images: the before struggle and dissatisfaction, the after triumph and happiness. This structure taps into our desire for progress and hope. For women, these images carry extra weight. Society pressures them to meet narrow beauty standards. Transformation photos offer a solution to insecurity, making the influencer's journey feel personal. The influencer becomes a guide, showing others what's possible. Captions detail the hard work, making the change feel authentic. The combination of a powerful visual and relatable story is compelling. These posts don't just sell products, they sell the dream of self-acceptance. For many women, they're a promise of empowerment in a world full of critical eyes. That's why these stories are so crucial and so easy to believe. But what if the story isn't real? Minjun's viral post appeared on a Monday, just when people needed motivation. Two photos. On the left, a softer, unsmiling Minjun. On the right, a confident, toned version. The caption told of her struggle with self-esteem and unhealthy habits, and her decision to change. She described early workouts, healthy meals, and the fight to keep going. Her message: "If I can do it, you can too." The post exploded. Thousands of likes, shares, and supportive comments. Women especially connected, sharing their own struggles and thanking her for her honesty. Minjun's transformation became a symbol of hope. She looked like an ordinary person who achieved something extraordinary. The before photo felt real. The contrast was undeniable. No one doubted her story. It was everything people wanted to believe about fitness and self-improvement. But the truth was more complicated. For days, Minjun's post was a beacon of positivity. But a few online users, mostly women, noticed something was off. They discussed their doubts in private forums, away from the praise. The first clue: a tan line in the before photo, but not in the after. Shouldn't someone working out have a tan in the after photo? Next, they noticed a plant in the background, smaller and healthier in the after photo, larger and yellowing in the before. The timeline didn't add up. More clues emerged: a phone case, a seasonal decoration, all suggesting the photos were taken at different times than claimed. These weren't professional investigators, just regular people with sharp eyes and healthy skepticism. They started asking questions, not to accuse, but to understand. The perfect story was starting to crack. What would they find next? The doubts were theories, until digital data provided proof. Every photo contains hidden metadata, date, time, device, sometimes even location. An anonymous user, skilled in digital forensics, joined the discussion. They found Minjun's original images on a blog, metadata intact. The after photo, fit, happy Minjun, was dated a year before the before photo. The timeline was reversed. She hadn't transformed. She'd presented her past as her future. The clues, the tan lines, the plant, suddenly made sense. Technology had exposed the deception. The inspiring story was a carefully constructed lie. The truth was the opposite of what millions believed. Why did so many people miss the clues? The answer: the power of the transformed body as a distraction. We're drawn to physical change, waistlines, muscles, posture. The background fades away. The body becomes the story. Minjun's after photo was captivating, confident, smiling, aspirational. Our brains want to believe the familiar narrative. Hard work leads to reward. The caption told us how to interpret the images, reinforcing the story. We focused on the emotional journey, ignoring inconsistencies. The afterbody acted as misdirection, like a magician's trick. We wanted to believe so much, we missed the evidence in plain sight. This shows how easily we are manipulated by images that tap into our deepest desires. The body wasn't just the subject, it was a shield for the lie. It's no coincidence that women spotted the inconsistencies first. Women are trained from a young age to notice details, haircuts, makeup, subtle changes. This visual literacy is a survival skill in a world that scrutinizes female appearance. They notice context and patterns, having seen countless transformation photos. When Minjun's photos broke the expected script, it triggered suspicion. Their lived experience made them skeptical of beauty images. This skepticism, combined with a sharp eye, made them effective digital detectives. They saw beyond the afterbody and found the truth. Sometimes, the smallest details revealed the biggest lies. When the truth came out, the reaction was swift. Praise turned to confusion and anger. People felt deceived. Minjun stayed silent. No apology, no explanation. She deleted the post and disabled comments, erasing the evidence. Her silence was more frustrating than the lie itself. Followers felt dismissed and disrespected. The influencer who built her brand on authenticity chose to hide. The story became a cautionary tale about social media. It left a lingering question. How many other stories are not what they seem? In the digital age, seeing isn't always believing. We must approach online inspiration with critical thinking.